What up? Alright, so I'm gonna try to make this one quick because I usually talk for mad long. But going to the Pearl Jam concert tonight, so that should be pretty sick at the Barclays Center. I was gonna do a promoter video, but I don't really have the time right now, so I'm gonna do a studio video kind of thing. Well, first off, I want to mention I made a remix to a song called Final Chapter. Young people don't know it probably, but my generation will. It was a very, very, very popular song. And it's actually playing in the background right now, but I'm going to turn it down because it's probably too loud. Anyway, I reached out to the original producer. His name is Mike Macaluso, because I did a remix for it. So I wanted to see if I could do an official remix and like put it out on Beatport and whatnot. But to do all the rights and get all the copyright stuff out of the way and permission, I wanted to get the song up by Halloween, which isn't going to be possible. So I'm just going to release it as a bootleg. He said that's cool. It's like the song used to be, it was a hard song. It was like 135 or 137 BPM. It was fast. So I made like a progressive version of it and changed some stuff up. But it still has like the tubular bells and the original feel of the old song. So I didn't want to change it too much because when you start like straying from the original, it completely kills it. But definitely added a new twist. If anybody wants it, hit me up. I don't know if I want to do like a real public release or just send it to people. So if you're interested in it, let me know. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick was productions. Like, by no means at all am I like the greatest producer. I'm still learning every day. We all are. But a big thing I noticed with people's tracks, and it's funny because when you're in like an actual studio or have your speakers set up properly, you can notice it like tremendously. Try to make your songs like as wide as possible. A lot of people's stuff is like very centered, and if you listen, I could hear like, I got my monitors in front of me. There's no speaker at all. There's no center speaker, and then I got speakers on the side, and I try to make as much possible noises, if that makes any sense, coming out wide. Because if I don't, you could hear it, and it sounds like it's coming out of my screen instead of the speakers, which means it's too centered. Certain sounds and things you can keep centered or you want centered, but when you're looking for that big room sound, like everyone's like, oh, I don't sound like Nicky Romero or W&W or whoever. First of all, they have audio engineers from their record labels that probably remaster everything like crazy. So some of them obviously could do it themselves, but I doubt they're the last call before the songs come out. They probably originally sent a song in that the label liked or were DJing somewhere or whatever, or did a remix of someone's song, and it got completely remastered before it was released, because there's no way a lot of these DJs who are putting out their first big banger hits, even them, if you listen to them, they don't even sound that great. So try not to compare yourself to people too much. I find myself doing that all the time. Just worry about you and focus on each specific thing that you can't do or don't know how to do. There's like a million tutorials online, or you can even ask your friends, but don't let them give you bullshit explanations like because they want to sound like they know what they're talking about, because that happens a lot too. Just research it for yourself and see. And there's charts that tell you what frequencies each element of the song should be in, like the snare drums and the kick drums and hi-hats and the synths and guitars and leads and whatever. Everything, there's charts that show like where they should be. So you can cut out frequencies based on those charts and whatnot. So anyway, that's about it. So if you want my Final Chapter remix, let me know. Chris heard it yesterday. He was at my studio working on some stuff. He's got this crazy ass big venue he's going to, so I'm excited to see he's doing that shit. And that's it. So if you need anything, just let me know. And as usual, share my videos, let people know what's good. It's hard to hate all the time because it's usually the same bullshit that I'm always hating on. So I know you guys like that the most, but I don't really have anything to bitch about right now as far as morons, because I'm not DJing this weekend, so no one's bothering me. But stay tuned. I got more shit. Next video, I'll try to do the promotional aspect of clubbing as opposed to the DJ aspect. And yeah, follow me on Instagram at DJ Sylert, Twitter at DJ Sylert.